side. They're right near a beach and an oak tree. Kind of a little gully. They've made a bed there. November 1st. Brave and Freedom are up in a tree on the south side right now. They were on the northwest side early this morning, curled up by a beach and an oak tree, kind of on a knoll. Had a day bed there. In a tree, typical bear behavior. Often with the first snows, they treat it like rain. Yesterday, they were on the northwest side, and they actually had a nice nest, and they were completely torpor. Then early this morning, they were really active. It was kind of funny. It had just had a dusting of snow, so they are showing pretty normal behavior that I've seen with other bears. November 3rd, pretty early morning. I've been searching for Brave and Freedom all over the place, and I'm so happy. I followed tracks, and they went into this brush pile. They've been in here before, but they hollowed out an awesome hole in there, and it's just perfect. I'm so impressed. But November 16th, they were sleeping sound in their den this morning, which isn't far away at all from them. It's right over there. It looks like they're pulling a bunch of leaves. Often this time of year, what they'll do is they'll grab leaves, grasses, and whatnot. It's kind of breezy. Their den is right there. I was able to finally get the camera hooked up properly and glued PVC pipe, and actually glued it, all of it together, going into the pen, because they did tear it apart the first time around and destroyed one camera. But it's been in there since yesterday, and they flipped it over, but they have been completely unable to destroy it, so I'm really happy about that. This is unbelievable. I have no idea what Brave and Freedom are up to. They're on the ice and they're on the south side. Oh my is just being brave. She's funny. She's having fun. It's raining very heavy right now, and the cubs are actually in their den, nestled up, sleeping. The cubs are up in a tree right now. They were in their den earlier, and it was raining pretty heavy actually today, and they had stayed in their den, but they ended up coming out. And sure enough, they treed. They're up in an oak tree right now. There's the other one. Well, today early they were in their den. It was raining pretty heavy. Then they ended up vacating. They went out and climbed a big old oak tree and stayed up there for a while. And then eventually came back and went into their den. Brave and Freedom are wrestling in their den. Brave's vocalizing a little bit. Are we gonna eat some snow? That's normal behavior. November 25th, Brave and Freedom are up in an oak tree. Again, they were in their den this morning, all snuggled up, and they were last night too. They went in, but they came out again today, and it's really warm. It's just absolutely beautiful out. There's a little breeze. The sun is shining right now with a bit of overcast. They're in the same oak tree they were that I spotted them late afternoon, early evening last night. November 26th, day before Thanksgiving. Brave and Freedom were in their den earlier this morning. It has since started snowing. They came out, and they're up in the oak tree not far from their den. Again, bears will be bears. Typical bear behavior. I've seen them do this before. Brave and Freedom are doing really good. They were out today almost all day in the snow, way up in an oak tree. And they're in their den, back in their den now. Nice and dry. They're playing, wrestling. It's Thanksgiving Eve. They're doing great. Obviously, I can't get their respiration right now because they're playing. It's Thanksgiving Day. This is Brave and Freedom's den. About over a foot of snow fell last night and early this morning. It is so beautiful out. I've been watching them on the monitor, and they've been kind of active in there. But I checked on them a while ago, and they were really gagged out in their respiration. Their breathing was pretty slow, so it seems like they're nice and dry in there. They just have an awesome den. I'm pretty proud of them. In particular, Brave, because she dragged all the leaves in there, I think. Happy Thanksgiving. September 2nd, I noticed that the bears were out of their den on the monitor screen. They were also out last night for a short time frame, but had gone back in. Before any of this, they had been in their den steady for 5-6 days straight. There was a gust of wind last evening, and I think that could have had something to do with them leaving, but they had gone back in. And today it's very still and sunny out. I'm sure the sun feels very good on their coats. I noticed that the pads of their feet, they're extremely sensitive walking, and that's normal. They start to shed their pads. I'm sure they're going to go right back in there. They have not traveled very far from their den, and I too noticed that they had been digging at the snow and ate a little bit of snow. That's pretty normal repetitive behavior that I've seen too. Brave and Freedom are nestled in their den, and it's unbelievable outside. It's a storm, nor'easter. They're doing really good. Their den is just massively covered with snow right now. I don't know how much we have, but a lot. It's been pretty cold, and they're starting to move around a little bit. This is pretty typical. That's where Brave and Freedom are. They're in their den. They're about 3.5-4 feet under the snow right now. It's really beautiful out today. It's snowing, but the sun is coming out. They continue to have increments of movements, though short at times, just stretching and rearranging their den a little bit. They do that within a 24-hour time frame, probably 3 or 4 times. That's just an estimate, because there are probably times I simply do not see them when I don't have a chance to look at my monitor screen, so it's difficult to say, but they definitely stretch and move around some wild torpor. They continue, though, a great deal of their time is spent just lying there with very slow respirations, 3-4 breaths per minute. Brave and Freedom are real active right now. They're wrestling with one another.